Oh hey guys, I'm Hunter Z Eastman, and welcome to the news. Today I wanted to figure out what the internet was upset about, as it always is. And the answer to that question is shoes. Something you wouldn't think people could get upset about, but by golly, people found a way. The shoes I'm referencing were designed by MSCHF, a fashion company, in collaboration with the rapper Lil Nas X, who has already been under some heat recently because of a music video, but we'll get more into that later, and the controversy behind the shoes. But first, I would like to show off these shoes, because if they aren't a masterpiece, I don't know what is. They have a simple yet tasteful design. Check these suckers out. I like that they have the pair you got in the number of 666 stitched on the left side of the shoe. That's always a nice feature, and boy would it be nice to get the 666th one. And then it references Luke 10:18, a verse from the Bible that goes something like, well, I don't actually know what it goes like. Another cool feature is this little rubber area here is filled with a red liquid that, according to MSCHF, has a drop of blood in it, which I find rather disgusting. And it also has a pentagram. Oh, I didn't even notice. An upside down cross on the tongue there. This got conservative media rather upset, obviously, because they are Satan shoes. There's a pentagram. There's blood in the sole. There's an upside down cross. They're basically saying fuck you to God and hailing Satan by making these shoes. But it's not just the conservative media that's upset about these shoes. It's also Nike itself. New York Post has a few things to say on the matter. Nike wants Lil Nas X Satan shoes destroyed amid boycott threats. Nike is having a devil of a time with Lil Nas X's blood-infused sneakers. I did rather like that little joke there. The sportswear giant wants every pair of the viral rapper's Satan shoes destroyed because they allegedly duped consumers into thinking Nike supports devil worship. I feel like most people got these shoes because the shoes fucking slap. Boomers just don't understand fashion. What world do we live in today where people are actually, for real, upset about shoes? Okay? Yeah, you can argue your whole argument is that this is devil worship. This is influencing our children, as people always say. But you were a kid once. I was a kid once, and I remember seeing edgy stuff like this. Cool streetwear people, influencers I followed were putting out. I didn't turn into some degenerate fuck because I got some shirt that had the devil on it. When Dungeons and Dragons came out, parents said the same fucking thing. They were like, this is devil worship. This is gonna turn our kids bad. They shouldn't be playing Dungeons and Dragons. This is just horrible. And what happened when the people who played Dungeons and Dragons got older? Nothing. They were just normal human beings who liked playing Dungeons and Dragons on the side. No foul play. No Satan worship. They weren't killing goats in the backyard, fucking drawing pentagrams in blood. And your kid's certainly not gonna do that now because he bought a pair of fucking Satan shoes. I don't know where a kid would get $1,000 for Satan shoes, but yeah. Come on, what kind of take is that? That's everyone's take today. Is it's going to influence our children, it's going to change society, it's just gonna bring everybody down. What, dude? They're fucking shoes, bro. Nike made the extreme request in a lawsuit against MSCHF, the creative agency that designed the custom Air Max 97s that were released in a limited edition of 666 pairs alongside Lil Nas X's new single, Montero, Call Me By Your Name, which also has people heated. I think I mentioned that earlier in the video. I don't really want to get too deep into that because I kind of feel the same way I do about WAP. And if you want to know my take on that, there will be a link right up there for you to hit on if you want to see how I feel about WAP. Nike blames Brooklyn-based MSCHF for the conservative backlash against the iconic footwear brand that followed the launch of the shoes, which are decked with pentagram pendants, inverted crosses, and soles, which supposedly contain a drop of human blood. In the short time since the announcement of the Satan shoes, Nike has suffered significant harm to its goodwill, including among consumers who believe that Nike is endorsing Satanism. But bro, dude, how fucking stupid do you have to be to think Nike is endorsing Satanism? Especially the people who are actually buying these shoes, the people these shoes are marketed to, know that this is not Nike. These are repurposed Nike shoes. Yet, when conservatives and people on the left make their arguments, they just generalize to every motherfucker in the world. Like, people think we endorse Satanism now. People saw these shoes and think Nike is all about the devil. A human with average intelligence doesn't think Nike supports Satanism. Nike is claiming that they marketed this shoe as though they were Nike. But if you look at this page here, other than the classic Nike logo, I wouldn't think that this is Nike. It's not sold through Nike. It wasn't advertised by Nike. So why would I go and think that it's Nike? The Oregon-based company included screenshots of online comments from shoppers saying they would never buy Nike products again because of the devil's drop, which one person called pure evil. Yet this is pure evil. There's sex traffickers, people who sell heroin to children, and you're mad because a shoe was released. Karen, can you get upset about something that's actually worth getting upset about? In a statement on Sunday, Nike said, "We do not have a relationship with Lil Nas X or MSCHF. Nike did not design or release these shoes, and we do not endorse them. It's not MSCHF's or Lil Nas's fault that some of your consumers are fucking morons. It's not their job to make sure every idiot in the world understands that you aren't part of this product. It would be one thing, as I stated earlier, if they just blatantly made it seem as though Nike was a part of this, which they did not do." And then so Nike also said, "Unauthorized Satan shoes are likely to cause confusion and dilution and create an erroneous association between MSCHF products and Nike." Again, for your fucking boomer consumers, man, who are so out of touch with reality and what's going on in the world, they're gonna die soon anyways. How much money did you really lose, Nike? You're a fucking... Let's see how much they're worth. Worth $34 billion. You're mad about Satan shoes, but you're not mad about your working conditions? Decisions about what products to put the swoosh on belong to Nike, not to third parties like MSCHF. Nike said in its lawsuit referring to its swoosh logo. Nike requests that the court immediately and permanently stop MSCHF from fulfilling all orders for its unauthorized Satan shoes. Now, I do certainly understand Nike's perspective, for sure. While I think their argument and claims are slightly invalid, MSCHF did take a Nike shoe and make it their own and then sell it. And to the untrained eye, people could and would assume that it belongs to Nike. However, when you look at the marketing of the shoe, when you actually look at the company, you know Nike isn't affiliated with it. They did completely, change up the shoe and make it their own. The only thing that remained the same was the Nike symbol. And people refurbish Nike shoes and shoes in general all of the time, sell them on online shops. This has been going on for a while. Sneaker geeks are a thing. When it's a small consumer, when it's just some random guy doing it, it's no big deal. But when a large company and a large entertainer are involved, it becomes an important issue for Nike because, yes, it does reflect their brand. I still don't think, though, that you can really claim that this is going to create a lasting impact on Nike as a company, especially when all of the articles now are talking about a refurbished Nike shoe. The people who were mad at this to begin with, who thought Nike was supporting Satanism, if they keep up on the news, they would know clearly that Nike doesn't support this. Among those criticizing the shoes was Governor Kristi Noem of South Dakota. Miss Noem, a Republican, wrote on Twitter that it was wrong for children to be told that the shoes were exclusive. What's more exclusive? Their God-given eternal soul, she wrote. Bro, are we in the fucking dark ages, man? Lil Nas X was quick to respond. You're a whole governor and you on here tweeting about some damn shoes. Do your job. Miss Noem replied with a quotation from the Bible. What good will it be for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? But what are you doing? Reciting scripture in an argument about fucking shoes, bro. I have no hope for humanity, man. I have no fucking hope. You have to be an absolute frickin' dolt to get upset about this. Change my mind, please. Please try and change my mind. Stephen J. Hawk said it was smart to make only 666. They won't be stuck with too much unsold inventory. Actually, Hawk, you fucking idiot who doesn't understand how the world works today, there's only one left in stock. What do you know? They almost sold out. Maybe because this kind of thing is in today. This is what the kids like. It's not because they're turning into degenerate hooligans who want to sacrifice goats and draw pentagrams in their own blood. No, that's not why. It's because the fucking shoes look cool, my guy. Barbara E. Kahn, another marketing professor at the University of Pennsylvania, said, clearly only appeal to a niche market segment, but it might especially appeal to that segment. A niche market. Did you hear that? Governor who tweeted a Bible scripture? A niche market. Niche. Do you know what that means? Would you like me to look that up for you? A specialized segment of the market for a particular kind of product or service. So this picture you painted, that rapper and this mischief are just ruining our society, really works well when you think about how many people it really affected. How many people actually bought the shoe. They were marketing it to a niche market. Niche. It means small, minuscule, a particular group that not a lot of people fall into. This isn't really what I wanted to talk about, but Lil Nas posted a very, I think, powerful letter, and I think a lot of other people would feel the same way. Let me find it here. Lil Nas wrote a letter to himself about him coming out of the closet. I think it's a proper message. And again, that's the other thing I don't understand about conservatives. They're always up your fucking asshole about freedom of speech, about guns, things I agree with. They want people to be able to do whatever they want to do. They want people to be as free as possible. Entire ideology is based around freedom. It's fucking America, man. It's fucking America. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Gay people exist, bro? Freedom doesn't sound all that fucking great now, man. Okay, enough with the jokes. It's time to read the letter. Dear 14-year-old Montero, I wrote a song with our name in it. It's about a guy I met last summer. I know we promised to never come out publicly. I know we promised to never be that type of gay person. I know we promised to die with the secret, but this will open doors for many other queer people to simply exist. You see, this is very scary for me. People will be angry. They will say I'm pushing an agenda. But the truth is, I am. The agenda to make people stay the fuck out of other people's lives and stop dictating who they should be. Sending you love from the future. As a good person who wants the world to be a better place, how could you read this letter and be upset? Seriously, they're painting him as this bad guy, as this horrible person. And What happened to judging people by the content of their character? Why do you care if he sucks dick or not? If he was sucking dick and was also a piece of shit, then yeah, let's get mad at Lil Nas. I do hope you enjoyed, and if you did, go ahead and smash that like button. Hit subscribe, and leave a comment in the section down below to tell me what you think about the situation. And as always, I will see you next time.